Good morning. How are you, LoveTubers? What a night I had. I'm standing on the corner of my hotel. You see the Hawthorne Hotel over there? I am in Salem, Mass for my birthday for 3 days. I'm staying right there at the Hawthorne Hotel. Can you see it? And this morning, I had a momentous, eventful day yesterday. As you know, if you were watching, morning, hey, LoveTubers, hey, LoveTubers, hey, LoveTubers. Reverend Valerie, love at your service, divine midwife. Good morning, star descendant. Good morning, good morning. God morning, good God morning. Morning, morning, magical seas. Morning, morning, all my magical peeps coming in, witches and wizards coming in. Come on, magical peeps, light workers, everyone who has a calling and a destiny to support evolutionary consciousness, growth, and transformation on planet Earth. Good morning, Nikia. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. So let's walk. We're walking to the wharf. And while we walk to the wharf, I decided that I would share with us 4 levels of coming out the broom closet because I've been walking this. I've been walking through this and I've been experiencing this. Pardon me for the shakiness. I've been experiencing this and I want to share it with us so that we take our magic to a whole new level, okay? Take your magic to a whole new level. And I'm walking to the water, so let's take this walk together. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. Good morning, happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. This old place, Salem. Old. This is a 400 and some odd year, almost 400-year-old place. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to me. You know, it means a lot to me, all the happy birthday wishes coming, because I grew up in the cult. And you know, in the cult, they did not acknowledge my birthday at all. The cult of Jehovah's Witnesses, they did not acknowledge. So from age 4, my last birthday that I celebrated before the cult, I was 3. That was the last birthday, the last Christmas, the last tooth fairy, the last Easter bunny, the last Thanksgiving turkey, the last everything. And from the age of 4 to 30, you know, I was in the cult and they never mentioned my birthday, not once. Yes, you were a Jehovah's Witness, ouch. Look on this channel and you will see the whole Escaping the JW Cult series I did right here on this channel to support you if anyone is in a cult or a cult-like experience to free your mind and come out. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am in Salem, Mass for my birthday. And let me get out the street. A car wants to come by and I'm just walking, talking in the street. Pardon me, thank you. So 4 levels of coming out the broom closet. So I just want to give you a little bit of context first before I share this. As you know, I'm a Christian witch. And what does that mean? That means I'm a born witch, and the deity that I follow, love, my closest teacher, my all, my everything is Christ, right? The Christed one. And I follow the life and teachings of Christ, not necessarily most Christians. Love the Bible as a Christian witch. So Bible to me is a book full of a whole lot of magic. So, wow, I haven't even come to this part of town. They have everything over here. They have an ink tattoo over here as well. I'm probably going to get tatted while I'm here. I received and envisioned my next tat. And there's a new age bookstore over there. Wow, there's just so much to see and do here. So, before I cross, I'm going to be very careful with this crossing. Okay. All right, so 4 levels of coming out of the broom closet. So I'm a Christian witch. Happy Witchy birthday. And isn't it wonderful that yay for New Age. And isn't it wonderful that my birthday fell on Witchy Wednesday? You can't make this up, I tell you. And isn't it wonderful that this week we have the new moon? I mean, the full moon. We have the full harvest moon this week. Tomorrow, I believe, is the full harvest moon. So magical times. I'm happy to be born in the most magical month of the year. My soul worked that out. I can't take credit for it. That was all created before I came into a physical being here in the 3rd dimension. But anyway, let's talk about these 4 levels of coming out the broom closet, because People are still hiding in the broom closet. I serve thousands of witches all over the world. Thousands of witches all over the world. And many, many, many witches are in some level of hiding out in a broom closet, including myself. And what's really critical, what has to happen, this connection is not good. Let's wait for having a really good connection. Hopefully, once I get by the water, we'll have a really good connection. Because over here, it's not so good. Hello. Hopefully, wow, they've got some beautiful shops around here as well. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me because, oh, there's the water. Oh my goodness. Let me flip it around. It's a glorious morning. It's a glorious morning. We're going to the water. You know me in water. Let's get to the water. Going to the water. It is a early Wednesday morning, Witchy Wednesday in Salem, Massachusetts. Quite a beautiful morning. Oh yes, you can hear me. Wonderful. It's my birthday, October 4th. I'm so very grateful for another trip around the sun. Look at all this witchy stuff. You will love. I need to come here and get me some interesting bumper stickers. Eve was framed. Believe in magic. Give me that old time religion. I know that's right. I know there's a hell. I work in retail. Magic happens. Remember, pillage first, then burn. Frodo failed. The Republicans have the reign. Banish hate, invoke love. Look at the pentagram. I love it. I love it. This is quite a witchy town, let me tell you. This is one of the witchiest towns I've ever been in, that's for sure. Oh, a spirit board. Look at that. Fantastic Beasts. Tons of Harry Potter stuff here. You could come here and get your whole Harry Potter entire regalia all together. Trust me. Oh, look. Excellence and authenticity in witchcraft and magical supplies. Real magic. I love it. I love it. Yay for Newt. Look at that crystal. Is that incredible or what? Love it. They're closed right now. You know for sure I will be going into this shop a little bit later. The shops here have been beyond. When I say beyond, I mean beyond. I just have never seen magical shops like this before. And I've been to a whole lot of magical shops around every which way. Never seen magical shops like this. So here we are at the water. Oh my goodness. I'm going to walk on the other side too so I can get closer to the water and the bridge and all of that. But can you see what a glorious morning it is? I'm going to find a really beautiful spot so that we can talk about these 4 levels of coming out of the broom closet and what you're going to do about it and how you're going to live your life as a magical person. Because this life that we're in, you know, if you came in magical, you don't get to just not be magical. You don't get to just be magical sometimes. So these are the 4 levels of coming out of the broom closet. Level 1 is you're in the broom closet and you start to stick your toe out because people have realized that you are different. They realize that you are drawn to these crystals and you've been trying to hide it. But after a while, the hiding gets too hard and you start to say to yourself, fuck it, why am I hiding everything? Let me stick my toe out. So the toe out of the broom closet is that people are starting to notice, what's up with so-and-so? Why do you have these crystals and blah, blah, blah? What are you doing, right? You get a lot of heat. If you do not have the support and the encouragement, you'll run straight back into the broom closet at that point because you're too afraid, because culture and religion and perhaps your clan, the people that you're around, they are so afraid. They don't even know what they're afraid of. They're simply afraid and they don't want anything bad to happen to you. So it's their job to scare you out of your destiny. Now, good morning. How are you? Beautiful dogs. Yeah, beautiful. So that's their job. Their job is to protect you, to try their best to protect you. They think they're protecting you from hell. They think that you work for Satan. They think the devil is taking over your mind. They think that demons are now talking to you. It's really pretty hilarious what people think. But these are all the things they think because all they have to go by is Disney. And everything they've seen in Disney about the witch, it was the bad part, right? Were you afraid to go to hell once throughout your process of coming out? Ooh, that's an excellent question. No, hell was nowhere in my frame of reference. Here's why. I grew up in the cult, and remember, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't believe in hell. So in the Jehovah's Witness paradigm, there was no burning hell. Now, I'm sure if I grew up in a Catholic experience, I would have been terrified of hell. But in the Jehovah's Witness, they have no teaching of burning hell. They say hell is the common grave of all mankind and that everybody goes to hell. Oh, yeah, they said even Jesus went to hell. That's what they said when he died for the 3 days that he was in hell. And other Bibles also give some phraseology that he went down and he talked to the head of all the demons and Satan or whatever you want to say during those 3 days that he was dead, physical, and before he was raised again, before Resurrection Sunday. So no, I didn't have any concern about hell whatsoever. Maybe that made it a little bit easier for me because I do understand that a lot of people that grew up in traditional Christianity, that's the first thing they tell you: you're going to burn in hell, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, blah, blah, blah. Christians only have a few tricks that they go to. They only have a couple of scriptures that they go to, and one is always Deuteronomy 17, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Please look up the video I did right here on this channel about the true meaning of Deuteronomy, okay, and what that means. Good morning. How are you? Wonderful. Wonderful. It's a beautiful morning. So they only have a couple of things that they say. You work for the devil. Of course, witches do not have concept of a devil, so that doesn't apply. It's just ignorance. It's simply ignorance. And if you stand in the fullness and the truth of who you are, you will not be continually bound by other people's ignorance. You'll step out. Now, here's level 2 of coming out of the broom closet. Level 2 of coming out of the broom closet is because it's too painful to be in there. It's too painful to deny yourself for too long. It's too painful for you to care more about what other people think than what you think. That's the whole reason we were in the broom closet in the first place, because we cared more about preacher, teacher, mother, father, religion, culture, conditioning, family, clan of origin. We cared more about all of that than we cared about our own soul and our own spiritual unfoldment and our own truth of our own authentic nature, that we decided that we would shut down our own intuitive nature, right? Our own source wisdom, our own inner knowing of being magical or a witch or a wizard or a warlock or a psychic or a channel or a medium or an empath or any of the beautiful gifts that people just don't understand. Once again, we are here to not only cast spells, we are here to dispel. Spirit told me, Valerie, you're here to dispel fear and ignorance. And I was thinking I was here to cast spells. And you're also here to dispel. That means to release spells that have already been cast from the consciousness, mass consciousness of humanity. They do not understand the magical arts and sciences. They do not understand the people who have come here with the magical gifts to effect the magical arts and sciences for the healing, transformation, ascension, evolution of human consciousness, for healing any kind of dis-ease, disorder. I'm not saying don't go to your doctor if you have a dis-ease or disorder, see your healthcare professional. That's just a disclaimer. What I'm saying here is that they don't understand that someone could have come here with the gift of healing in their hands. They put their hands on you and you're healed. They don't understand that. Now, they understand it only in the context that they've been taught about it, and that is the context of church. But if you do anything outside of church, then they think that there's something wrong with that. No, 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 no. If it works one place, it works any place, okay? So these are gifts. So level 2 of coming out the broom closet is that you start to get a little bit of rebellion. And here's the rebellion that happens. You stuck your toe out in level 1. You got either slammed back, or you got a lot of resistance, or you got a lot of this. Level 2 is more of a rebellion. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. We all go through somewhat of a rebellious phase. A rebellious phase is not really where you want to stay, because your spiritual walk is not about rebelling against something else that somebody says. Some of us just start pushing back, because we get the push, and so we just push back, because nobody likes to be pushed back into the broom closet. Yet you'll stay in there yourself by keeping yourself in there for I don't know how many decades, but you certainly don't want anybody else to push you back into the broom closet, right? You hold yourself down forever, but you won't let anybody else come along and start, hold you down more than you were holding yourself down. So the second level is usually that there is some kind of rebellion, like you start showing out, playing out, right? You start acting out, as they call it. Oh, Lynn, here they come with, I got a tarot deck. I see that too. That's not it yet, but that's a necessary phase. The rebellion phase is a necessary phase, just like it's a necessary phase in the development of the human psyche. When you go through, if you look at Erik Erikson's stages of development, when you go through the stage of 13 to 17, it is very important for you to experience identity versus identity confusion. It is very important for a teenager to rebel, because they're testing the limits. They're getting that strengthening arm of no, and where do I belong, and what do I fit into, and all that. So your rebellion stage is a very important stage to maneuver through and to negotiate, yet you don't want to stay there. Level 3 is experimentation of everything you can find. You will then, now that you are after rebellion, you're like, okay, now what? I still don't know much about the craft. Maybe you've been reading here and there, but I find in the experimental stage that I'm not saying these stages are hard and fast step by step. It doesn't work like that. Spirituality is not linear, like step 1 and step 2, step 3. It's fluid. It's dynamic. Maybe you might find yourself flowing to 3 and flowing to 2 both at the same time. Maybe you might find yourself a little bit of your toe out, a little bit of rebellion, and a little bit of experimentation. Experimentation is level 3. And when you're at level 3 experimentation, you begin to experiment with everything. You buy every book, you buy every psychic book, every Ouija board, every tarot deck, every crystal. You're just trying everything because you're trying to find your place. You're trying to find where you fit in. Is Wicca for you? Is hoodoo for you? Is voodoo for you? Is Stragia for you? Is being an eclectic witch, a green witch? You start seeing all these different kinds of witches. You start joining all these different witch groups on Facebook. This is a very important stage, the experimentation phase. It's almost like experimenting with drugs, except it's a whole lot better, and the high is a whole lot better, and the high lasts a whole lot better. And when you're in this experimental phase, you also will get probably maybe some kickback still from the people that are around you, because they start to say, oh my goodness, you're going overboard now. What are you, oh Lord, you just, they're going to start praying for you. They're going to start holding their shut-ins of prayer for you, because they just think you're just completely off the deep end, especially if you're around a lot of Christians, which the people that I attract in my tribe, most of my LoveTubers, they've had some kind of background with Christianity or some kind of religion. And so, therefore, because we come out of a religion and we're coming into our own magical self, then you experience people around you who are still in the religion, and they're very afraid of what you're doing. They're very afraid of it, but you're experimenting with everything. Now, that was me for a while. I bought everything I could find. Now, I still buy a lot of things, but in the experimental phase, you really rely so much on tools, magical implements, wands and crystals and candles, and you're so deep into how to do candle magic and how to do a honey jar spell and how to do a witch's bottle and how to do a witch's ladder, and you just are so into it, how to read tarot, and you go to all the tarot workshops. This was my journey anyway, okay? And on study, you start seeing magic everywhere, and you're in the experimental phase, and it's really an accelerated phase of consciousness, an accelerated phase of waking up your gifts, and it is exciting, it is wonderful. You don't want to stay in the experimentation phase either, though, let me be clear, you always want to be learning, growing, expanding your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as a witch, as a magical person. Here's the 4th stage, and I don't even know if it's the final stage. This is where I find myself. You could really leave off the wands and the crystals and the decks. And you can turn within and you just make the decision. I'm a witch 24/7. It's who I am. It's not something I do. It's not a hat I put on. It's not a cloak. The magic is not in the cloak. The magic is in me. See, when you really fully understand, trust, and know that the magic is you. You are the magic. The magic is in you. It lives in your bones, ancient as the hills. It lives in your blood. It courses through you. You and the magic become one. And you could think something and it manifests. You could point your finger and something happen. You realize that you are beyond tools. Not that you don't have them. I have a lot of wands. I use them. I've come to the place where I know that there is no thing required for magic other than yourself. And you become in this stage so rooted within yourself and the truth of your being and who you are that what other people say doesn't matter, just kind of rolls off your back. That what people do, it's all good, you know, if they pray to Jesus or Buddha or whatever, it's all good with you. Everybody get your spirit on, however you get your spirit on. There's a peace that descends into your soul about being magical or being a witch or a warlock or a wizard or an empath or a psychic. And you begin to share these gifts with the world in a very unfettered, very centered, very grounded way that you've walked the path and now you can help so many others come out of the broom closet. And no longer is witching or magic something you do, it's who you be. And you be that all the time. When you're not witching, you know, there's witches that don't witch. When you're not witching, you're still a witch. You know, I'm still a witch when I'm cooking. I'm still a witch when I'm sitting here talking to you. I don't have to have on the hat. I am a witch. I am witch. That's it. And that's all. And when you get to that place of being real good with you, real good with you, you know, all of a sudden, like magic, everyone else becomes real good with you. They love you. They want you. Maybe your family came around. Maybe they didn't. Doesn't matter, does it? In the whole grand scheme of things, it does not matter who likes you, who doesn't, who likes your path, who doesn't, who agrees with you, who doesn't, who can get with you, who doesn't. In the whole grand scheme of things, none of that matters. What matters is that you choose through your own courage. Thank you for my birthday. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. What matters is that you choose to walk your unique path, to set out on your hero's journey and to walk it in all truth and honesty and authenticity and power and love and deep compassion for everyone who's still trying to find their way. Everyone's trying to find their way on some level. Be compassionate to everyone and hold compassion for everyone. And know you are the magic. You are the magic. Not the wand, not the crystal, not the deck. They're pointers to help us get there. You are the magic. I love you. God bless you. Mwah. Peace. Smash that like button, baby. Smash that share button, baby. Let's get this to all the witches out there so that everyone can come out the broom closet and shine their gifts of magnificence to the world. We need your gifts. I love you. God bless. ValerieLove.com. Yeah.